All right, we're underway here. Early start. Nobody got notified. So puck was just dropped. 14:30 to go in the first. Game one, CCM Denver. O'Hearn out of the corner and a shot and a goal. So O'Hearn, Curry, and Marbin. O'Hearn's going to get the goal. Curry, I believe, on the assist. He had a shot on net, and I believe as we were scrambling to go live here, O'Hearn walked out of the corner on the rebound and banged it home. On paper, this should be a pretty easy one for the Sun Devils from what we've seen by the rankings. 1-0 underway here. Early starts, 12:05 local, 15 minutes early at least. And we're at the USA Hockey Arena, Plymouth, Michigan, home of the U.S. National Team Development Program, which most of the boys watched last night. And now here comes Lucas Ishu down the right side, tries to throw it in front. Loose puck, shot, Ishu, and there's another goal. Two or three shots, 2 goals. So right away, each line has a goal here to start, and we're at 2-0 in game one of the CCM Detroit Classic here. Game 2 will be this afternoon. Get some more details here. Again, we're early and we're scrambling here. Jennifer just got us live. At center, it's Neubauer on the left side, Schaefer, and Slick Peck on the right behind the net. It's Rory Weekly, throws in the corner. Peck, nice pass up to Neubauer, chips it forward. Marvin's going to get it, or Schaefer's going to get it. Schaefer shot in off the stick of the goaltender. Now puck comes up top, Weekly. Nice move, throws it in towards the net, taken away by the Icemen. Now down in the far corner. This is Olympic size ice, a little bit wider, 15 feet wider than the normal 200 by 85. So we're playing on 200 by 100. This is the Olympic rink at the USA Hockey Arena. Behind us is the home of the national program on the USA rink. Gill sends it around over to the board. Sun Devils go for a change here. Curry's out there, and Marbin and O'Hearn. So that first line's back out. O'Hearn had the quick early goal right on the first shift. Now Gill on the far corner, up left side. Marbin pedals towards the middle, loses it. Shot in wide of the net. It's Argovitz in net for the Sun Devils here this afternoon. Nice fall day here in Detroit. About 60 degrees. Leaves are changing. We'll have game 2 coming this afternoon from Novi Ice Arena. Not too far. We're just northwest of downtown Detroit. If you're just joining us, we are early, and Sun Devils already have a 2-0 lead. We're playing the Pittsburgh Icemen. Pittsburgh in their white uniforms, and Sun Devils in the away maroon with gold trim. Face-off will come all the way down, it looks like, into the Iceman end. It looks like a delayed penalty here on the Icemen, so Sun Devils will head to the power play. Power play unit's going to be Gill and Weekly up top. At forward, it looks like Marbin, Neubauer, and Max Stroud. So Stroud's back at forward. Nathan Rayhorn's not on this trip. He's waiting to get cleared from a concussion he received in a high school game a few weeks ago. He was back at practice the other night, but not cleared to play contact yet. So Sun Devils a little short here. And Gilmore out for just about the remainder of the year as well, as far as we know. So I believe we got 16 skaters here with us in Detroit and the 2 goalies. Off the face-off, Gill down the far side. Marbin wings it all the way around behind the net. Stroud's held up, no call. And now the Icemen try to get a stick on it. Thrown up top to Weekly. Weekly races across, chips it back into the corner. Marbin down low, circles. Goes up top to Gill. Gill walks to the middle off the stick of Rory Weekly. Races in, able to beat his guy there and keep it in down low. Stroud comes in to help out. Now Weekly out of the corner. Weekly one-on-one in the corner, gets his stick tied up, kicks it around off the Zamboni wall. His stick goes flying as well, and now Neubauer pinches in, able to keep it in the near side. Weekly down the corner, Weekly out of the corner, right in front of Neubauer. Neubauer shot and score. Nice power play goal for Neubauer on the assist, and this assist is going to go to Weekly. He pinched down that right side and able to walk out of the corner. Nice pass out there to Neubauer in front, and we're off to a 3-0 lead here with just 3 or 4 minutes underway. Back to 5-on-5. It's on defense. Stroud's going to take the defensive position now. Loose puck in front, saved by Argovitz, and now taken away. Here come the Sun Devils again on the wide ice. It's Brandt down the left side. Ishu down the middle. Brandt's hit up on the corner and takes a nice bump onto the Iceman. No call. Expect to see the refs. Usually the refs here in Minnesota, Michigan area let the boys play a lot more than at home, which is nice here. It's Cole Moyer back in the lineup. First game in about a month, as he had an AC joint issue, but Cole's back. Number 13, good to have him back. Now the Icemen throw it up to center. Moyer got a stick on it, regroup by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back to Schwab, up forward pass to Ishu, now chip forward and comes back to Schwab. Schwab regroups with Moyer, long pass up on the backhand of A.J. Brandt. He chips it in, and Fitzgerald and Brandt will go for a change. Schaefer out there, long pass over the stick of Weekly, and Schwab comes back for it in front of Argovitz. Bounce pass off the stick of Schaefer, and that one pops into the Iceman bench. And we'll have a whistle probably at center ice. Face off just outside the Iceman end, and Sun Devils win it. Schwab sent it all the way back in. Now in the corner it was Peck, and now Schaefer. Schaefer's got in on a late one last night. I believe they arrived about 1:30 a.m. Team went out for a breakfast and walk this morning. 3-hour time zone change here. A little early for the boys this morning, but they are off and running here with the 3-0 lead. 9:24 in the first. Goals came right away from O'Hearn, Neubauer, and I believe Ishu. Peck tries to chip it out, and Weekly sends it all the way down. That's going to be no icing. It's waved off. Sun Devils get a line change in, and now the Icemen send it all the way down the other way. That's going to be icing. Argovitz came out of his net, but we'll have a whistle to our right, a face-off to our right, and to the left of the Iceman goaltender. O'Hearn's out there at center, Curry right side, Marvin in the middle, up top Gill and Weinkammer. Face-off won by O'Hearn. Weinkammer shot, and what a nice save there by the Iceman goaltender. That's a design play off the face-off. We call it over-under. Face-off was won by O'Hearn. He went up top to Weinkammer down low, and then a centering pass to Curry on the one-timer in front, but saved by the Iceman. Face-off this time goes into the corner. Weinkammer backhands it down low on the wall. It bounces out now up to center, and Gill's going to race back for it. Plays the man into the corner. Gill pushed from behind, no call. Curry chips it out, and Marvin's going to race down for it with some speed. He's almost able to get around one guy, loses his footing into the corner. O'Hearn chips it back. Now Marvin on the forecheck. And a loose puck as the Icemen try to get it out. They finally do come up to center. Weinkammer sends it back in. And on the forecheck now, it's O'Hearn and Curry. And a long pass caught the Sun Devils in a change here. Ishu races back for it, and a shot in on Argovitz. It beats him over the left side, over the glove. So bad line change there by the Sun Devil defense. Allowed a long pass up and basically a breakaway there. So the Icemen cut into the lead a little bit. 3-1 is the score. 8:04 left in the first period. Face off back at center. One by the Icemen. They come in. Stroud takes it away. Tries to throw it up the wall. It was blocked. Now the Icemen with a little bit of jump in there. Skates after that goal. Control it down in the Sun Devils' end. Stroud sends it up the far wall. A little too far for Ishu. Puck comes back into the Iceman end. And good forecheck by Ishu. Puck turned over. Brandt races down, plays it on the wall, loose puck in front, Ishu forehand, backhand, backdoor pass, and Brandt puts it off the post. It bounces all the way up top, sent back in by Cole Moyer. Now it's Brandt. Brandt spins through center. He's got plenty of space, shot in on net. It was blocked and covered up by the Iceman. Face off again inside the Iceman end. One by Sun Devils, couple quick passes. Moyer just fumbled it on the near corner, and Stroud's going to race back for it. Moyer's going to take the guy in the middle. Stroud, nice play. Physical into the corner. Max Stroud. And Scott Stroud joins us up here in the box. Now Peck races back for it. Pass off a skate all the way down and onto the stick of a Iceman player. He's able to dance through a few Sun Devils, tries to backhand it towards the net. It comes back up top to the Iceman. They send it in and into the chest of Argovitz. A rebound, and it was pushed aside. Iceman again putting some pressure here on the Sun Devils, but Weekly's able to skate away with it. He chips it up the near wall. Sent back in by the Iceman, and it's going to be an offsides call as 63 for the Iceman was not able to get out of the zone. A face-off will be just in front of us. Sun Devils go for the change. O'Hearn's line will come out with Curry and Marbin. On defense, number 9, Grayson Weinkammer and Magnus Gill. Iceman win the face-off. They come back out to center. Weinkammer tried to throw it in. It went off his stick. Now Gill regroups back in his own zone. Long pass up to Marbin. Marbin backhands it into the Iceman's end. Now it's pushed back out to center. Gill on the far side. Circles up the near wall. Sent in off the foot of Chase O'Hearn into the near corner. Curry. Curry takes a bump, stays with it behind the Iceman net. Waiting for some help. Marbin now comes in across. Nice bump in the corner. Pushes it up top. Weinkammer shot in on net. It was rebound to the corner. Marbin tried to get a stick on it. Marbin ran over his defensive player there, and now Curry out of the corner. Now Marbin. Marbin comes around, tries to wrap it around in front. It's covered up by the Iceman goaltender. 5:35 left here in the first period. 3-1 is the score. Line change will bring out Brandt, Fitzgerald, and Ishu. Puck comes up to Moyer. Moyer centered it over to Stroud. Down low to Ishu. Ishu shot, had the net, had some availability on the near post, just missed it wide. Stroud, bounce pass off the wall. Fitzgerald, Ishu. Ishu over the blue line. Tries to tuck it around one player, taken away by another. Now it's sent all the way around the far side. Stroud pinches down for it. And now it's pushed back out to center. Gill, nice pass up to Fitzgerald. Now to Brandt. Brandt, left side. Tucks it around one player, and he's got plenty of room. He wraps it around, and it's no goal, although it wasn't covered up. The ref blew the whistle. Fitzgerald just kind of tapped it in, but it was after the whistle, so the ref immediately blew that one down. Parents trickling into the rink here as game was supposed to start in about a minute from now, but we're already 10 minutes into the first period on the early start here. Off the face-off, Moyer sends it down low over under Ishu. Looking in front, Brandt. Brandt had it in the corner, loses it. Now it's Iceman trying to chip it up, kept in by Ishu. Ishu down low to Brandt. Brandt has Fitzgerald out front. Around the backside, up top, it's Stroud. Back to Brandt. Brandt through the middle with some space, shot in on net, off the post and in. Not sure if Fitzgerald tapped it in for the goal, but Brandt put it in on net. So it looks like Brant's going to get the credit for the goal, and Fitzgerald was there to make sure it went over the line. 4-1 now the score. 4:32 left in the first. Neubauer centers Peck and Schaefer. On defense, it's 22 and 25, Weekly and Schwab. Behind the net, Neubauer backhands it to Peck. Peck, far corner. Up top to Schwab, he keeps it in, and Schaefer tried to send it down low. It's taken away by the Icemen. They have an opportunity here down the left side into the left corner. Now it's backhanded far side, Schwab and Schaefer. Schwab now reverses it to Weekly. Weekly takes a hit behind Argovitz, no call. Now it comes back down to Weekly. He loses it, centered out in front. It was blocked into the corner. Now a centering pass taken away by Schwab up to Schaefer and off the skate of Peck. It bounces through center. And now the Icemen will send it back in. Neubauer tried to chip it out. He couldn't. Peck got it back to him. Now it's up to Schaefer. Schaefer down the right side on his backhand. Looking for some help. Trying to battle through a few players. Now it comes up top to Weinkammer. Weinkammer, Neubauer. Neubauer loses it. Icemen take it away. It's 2-on-2 from right to left. And played nicely by Gill. Gill goes into the corner. Shrugs off one player. Now sends it to the near side, Peck. Peck chips it up and out, and now sent back in by the Icemen. Sun Devils will finish up the change here. So Marvin, Curry, and O'Hearn out there now, and the puck comes back to center. Marvin's going to have to hold up. Curry's offsides. There's the whistle. We'll have a face-off just in front of the Icemen bench. 4-1 already. 2:48 left in the first. If you're just joining us, we did start early. To everyone's surprise, everyone's still racing into the building here. Face-off, won by O'Hearn. Now it's back to Gill. Weinkammer and chipped up forward. Curry's going to get there first. Chips it down, taken away by the Icemen. Loose puck, Curry. Shovels it over to Marvin. Marvin pushed down. Tries to send it up top. It's chipped behind Gill, and O'Hearn, the center, will come back for it. Long pass up to Curry, a little too far. Puck comes back into the Iceman end. Now it's given away to Curry. Curry trying to find Marvin out front. Now it's O'Hearn. Centering pass to Marvin. He tried to get a shot off. It was pushed away. Gill back for it. Behind the back pass, was trying to connect with Weinkammer. It went too far. Now the Icemen regroup in their own end. They misfire on the pass. Now Marvin creates the turnover to Curry. Now back to Marvin. Trying to get O'Hearn out front. Couldn't connect. Sun Devils get Moyer out there. And now it's Weinkammer. Moyer. Cole Moyer over the blue line. First game back in about a month for Cole. Now puck back out to center. Ishu backhands it to Moyer. Moyer with some space, cuts through the middle on sides, leaves it for Brant. Brant back in on Moyer. He got a stick on it. It was deflected wide by the Iceman goaltender. Loose puck in front. Now Moyer, the defenseman, takes it in the corner. Sauce pass behind the Iceman net. Ishu bounce pass up top. Stroud back to Ishu. He loses it. Puck shift up and off a glove and back to center. Max Stroud back to Moyer. Bounce pass up to Fitzgerald. Now Brant with some speed through the middle, able to split through two. Centering pass. Tried to connect with Ishu. Ishu back up top to Moyer. His shot was blocked, and Icemen come back the other way. It's a 1-on-4 as Icemen go for a change. Now a turnover. Brant over the red line into the Iceman end. Tried to leave it for Fitzgerald. He was a little too close. Wasn't ready for it. Brant now throws it down low. Ishu up top. Weekly over to Stroud. Shot in and tipped up into the netting. It didn't get on net. Face-off should be inside. Sun Devils will finish up the line change here. It'll be Peck, Neubauer, and Schaefer. Weekly and Schwab. Neubauer will take the face-off. Weekly now. Weekly steps in, shot wide of the net. Comes all the way around the far side. Schwab couldn't quite get there to keep it in. He'll regroup with Peck. Peck up to Weekly. Weekly chips it in, and on the forward check, it's Corbin Schaefer. Schaefer on the wall, waiting for some help. Peck's got to get in there. Here he goes. He's in there now and send it out in front. Neubauer shot, score, and right at the buzzer. It's going to count as Neubauer got the shot off. It hit the back of the net, and just a split second later, we heard the buzzer. So the Icemen let up 5 goals here in the first. And after one, we're going to have an ice cut. It's going to be that format. Every 2 periods, there will be an ice cut. So teams will head to their locker room. We'll come back for period 2. Sun Devils up 5-1 after the first period. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.